I'll tell you, we're talking about some big woods here in the southwestern part of Massachusetts. It's always been a land of big woods, big hills. And it was in 1765 that a Bigfoot incident happened that is heavily documented and outstanding because Tom captured the Bigfoot. How often does that happen? Point is, we're hitting this lake and we're going to investigate the Bigfoot events of 1765, Great Barrington, Sheffield. Southern Berkshire. The Taconic Range in the Berkshires are rugged. There's a couple passes through them that were used for a stagecoach route, the Sandusfield route, which was used all the way back into the 18th century, and the Route 23 route. Oh! I just got attacked by a pickerel, I think. We're fishing for bass and probably pickerel, but at the same time, we're going to be taking a look at the story of the... Oh, there we go. We're looking at probably a pickerel. We're looking at the story of the 1765 Bigfoot encounter in Great Barrington. Yeah, I knew it was a pickerel. And I knew it was a pickerel by the way he slashed at it. You know, you do slashing. I hope it's not a pickerel day. Sometimes it's a pickerel day. But if it's going to be a pickerel day, you would hope that they would hook themselves in the tip of the nose like that little guy just did. He was about a 16-incher, and I just let him off because I don't want to slime myself. Why slime myself? Just pick him right up and let him off. Now, there has been drenching rain falling for the past 3 days. Floods all over western Massachusetts. The water in this lake, which is typically very, very weedy at this time of the year, is up by maybe 2, even 3 feet, which will be interesting in terms of presenting fishing opportunities because we're not going to have to fight the surface clogging weeds. We're going to be able to maneuver across the top of weed beds, and then at the same time, we'll be able to concentrate on the structure that we like to. The question is, how are the fish going to respond? It seems like the pickerel are hitting. Are the bass going to be hitting? And we are right next to 2 of the old mountain passes. You can see what a beautiful lake this is with the Berks plunging on down to this lake in its basin. They would have called this a glen back in the day. Tom with the plopper. He also has an equally large pickerel, like the one I caught. Let's watch Tom extricate the whopper plopper from the steely jaws of Mr. Pickerel. No, let's not. Stanman Johnson, silver minnow. Feels like a pickerel. Thank you, Mr. Pickerel. We are on a pickerel day. Oh, you got off at the boat. That was a nice thing for a pickerel to do. We'll take that. Oh, Johnson silver minnows just have such a great action if you can be patient with them. The tendency is to bring them in a little quick. That was a good fish, Tom. Yeah. Was that after your or was that just rising? That was just rising. Oh, you're using Mr. Paddletail. Yeah. Oh, there's a big perch. Oh, pennies from heaven. Oh, yes, another pickerel. This is like Pickerel Central. So we should be ice fishing here. There's just a lot of pickerel. You get a lot of flags in this lake. A lot of snapping turtles, a lot of pickerel. Keep your hands in the boat, Tom. Oh. Oh, nicely done over here. Chuck it in the back right over there. Yeah. Into the spuge. There's some spuge over there, but you can get the silver minnow through without this. Oh, that was a good hit. Oh, covered with spuge in one basket. Darn it. Felt like a heavy fish. So in this glen is a swamp, basically. A big horseshoe-shaped swamp. In 1765, this was about as far out as you could be. There are a couple of settlements, small ones, on the Housatonic River, Sheffield and Great Barrington. People are moving along the stagecoach routes through the mountain passes to get to the Connecticut River Valley in general and the settlements there. Settlements like Springfield and Hartford and Westfield. And it was a stage coming out of Great Barrington in 1765, carrying the selectmen of the community. One of the three. New England communities, if you know, have a town meeting system where three worthies are elected at the annual meeting. Now, town meetings are direct democracy, so every property owner in a community gets to vote. It's like ancient Athens. It's a peculiar facet of New England governments. No mayors, town meetings. And they elect to represent them. And you know, the town meeting occurs in the spring of the year before the planting takes place, you know, so it's usually April, late April, May. I was a town meeting member once in my hometown, because in New England, many communities still have town meetings. And to make a long story short, these town meetings choose selectmen to represent the people for the duration of the year, for anything that comes up that needs immediate governmental action. So these three selectmen are chosen from among the worthy. And of course, remember the New England way. This basically means that you have to be from the Congregationalist Church to hold higher office in New England for many years. That wasn't hard and fast, but that's a general truth of New England government. The New England way. Church and state, hand in hand. Still continues today, if you think about it, in a little bit different way. The selectman is in the carriage. Now, he's heard stories from his townsmen of a large man, hairy, as big as a cow, that had been seen in the environs for months. Sheep had been reported gone, missing, cows killed and partially eaten, and the selectmen may have been on the lookout, but as the coach moved through the center of Great Barrington, there it was. A large, hairy beast, maybe 8 feet high, with white, shaggy hair covering its head, but the body itself covered in a brown, short fur. And what do you think happened next? Ooh, Officer Price with action. Another pickerel, huh?
Never guess.
Another one of these nasty guys. Oh, and he gets off with the boat. Outrageous. We must have caught, Tom's probably caught a dozen pickerels so far. I probably caught 10. They're just, you can't keep the pickerel off our baits. Oh, it's Mr. Bass, Tom. The largemouth. like fought his way through the pickerel. Nice fat guy. There's that Johnson silver minnow right in the roof of his mouth. Yes! In the water he goes. Okay, we're going to flip it in here. We're not going to go all the way. We're just going to go over here. There we go. There's another one. Another one's got to be a... Oh, it came off. Darn it. Silver minnow's issue is it's only got one hook, and sometimes they'll come off. Like anything. There's no perfect lure. That was a good fish. That was a good fish, Tom. Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful cover here. You can see how many different kinds of weeds are we looking at right here. So the question is, these fish definitely are more active because of the cool water coming in on the stream, down the stream, because of the rain we've had. So we have a perfect little landing strip right there that I feel like there's a fish in. Nothing. Tom's been banging it from the other side. Come back for one more. Oh, nice fish.
That was on the plopper.
You threw the plopper in there, you animal. He didn't know he was hooked. He kept swimming with the bait. Yep. He came charging out. Whoa. He didn't know he was hooked. He was like, what is this? He fell victim to Tom. Get out of here. Outrageous. Yeah, I honestly feel like the cool water is probably making this. Also got like more oxygen in it.
I'll have to replace that hook at some point.
Oh! Huh. The plopper. At least you got another one. I have so many ploppers at home. I don't have them in my...
Yeah, I only brought two.
In this box, I've got a bunch of ploppers. But, oh, the water's so nice in here. Put your hands in it. Oh,
Yeah, a couple times.
oh, it's beautiful. Let's see you work the plopper. Tom is going to fire the plopper all the way down there. We're going to videotape it. All right. He's going down. He's going down the middle. I'm crowding him. Crowd my boy. This is deep here.
Yeah, it is.
This is like a... Yeah, that's why they're here too. It's deeper water. Oh! We got it on film though. Throw another one down, all the way down. Frog-colored plopper, that's not even fair. You're totally... Uh-oh! Don't worry, that will not be cut. That'll...
You go ahead and cast in there then.
The Fishing Historic Places crowd will comment on that cast. Uh-oh.
We both went right.
Oh.
You're safe though, especially because you got the.
I got the weedless. Oh, I know. I neither of us have gotten way back. Oh. See how stupid that thing looks?
You know what? I seen it in the water. It looks like a rat, like a big rat tail.
Not a big one. Species though. Yeah. He's been caught recently. It's one of those classic spinnerbait hits on landing. Any lure that you would throw probably would have produced that fish. No, he didn't. I throw a spinnerbait, boy, right behind you, I get me a bass. Oh no, it's not a bass, it's a pickerel. Oh, there are so many of these in here. Berkshire pickerel. See that black line under the eye? That's how you tell them from a pike. Oh no. Oh, it was an exciting hit. But we speared him right to the end of his little nose. Oh no. Oh no. When you look at this wilderness, you understand why people are still seeing things out here. So, the selectmen and several of the stage riders were able to apprehend the creature. Described as big as a cow. They put it in the jail, probably somebody's root cellar in Great Barrington, and then sent it by stage to Cambridge, where it was kept on display for some time, where it could be studied for scientific purposes by one of the Mathers or Boylstons. But with the help of a servile woman, it made its escape. Probably went to Rhode Island where all the other freaks go. But the point is, in Massachusetts history, there is a record of a Bigfoot-like creature apprehended. And we're not talking about way back. We're talking about 1765, which, if you know your history, that's George Washington was kicking around. He was a colonel in the Virginia militia. The French and Indian War had just wound to a conclusion. The frontier was pretty much at peace after Pontiac's rebellion. It was a time when civilization had purportedly come to America. I mean, so another great day on the water here. Taking a look at some pickerel. Tom, how many pickerel do you think you caught?
A gazillion.
I have no idea. There were pickerel. I wasn't even turning the camera on. There were so many pickerel. And I think I caught 4 bass. What'd you get, like 5 or 6? You got a dozen bass? Oh, he got a dozen bass. That spinnerbait was working for him at the end. Well, look at you. Anyways, wonder if any of these guys saw Squatch.